we started, they have always tried to demoralize those who don't know what they are doing, thinking that when they say everything is fund, we will stop fundraising. No, rather we increase it. That's the reason why we have been able to stand this terrorist government today, and we can beat our chest and say we have defeated them. And we continue to defeat them. The war happening in Biafra land is something that by the time many of you know just little of what is going on, you will know that you have messed up for not supporting Biafra up to this point. The people in America have the capacity to make this Biafra a reality even before the time frame we have. Our prayer is that Nigeria goes down on a daily basis. The economic strangulation by the Biafra government will take a different turn from next week. We will continue to decimate the oil pipeline in our land. We'll make sure that Nigeria will not have access to exploit oil again. That's our target. We've not gotten there, but we are doing it. It's a gradual thing. And between now and July this year, we will know where we are. If the coup happens next month, the declaration will be earlier than expected. And like I said, follow the template so far, and you know that what we are doing is something that we are not just trying our luck. I am not here to lead Biafra to astray. I am not here to lead Biafra to try luck. I am here telling you when Biafra will be declared, what we are doing, how we are going to do it, and what we are going to do, and the result of what we are doing, how it is going to end, and what is going to be the end result. And let me tell you, no matter how they snub us in international community, no matter how the world power snub us, the time is coming, they are going to look for us. And we are going to give our condition. But you see this gun that Biafra has picking up, it is not going down. It is not going to go down, I swear to God, until the declaration. And once the declaration has happened, everything we are doing is now to defend our territory. And what we are doing now is just to train our people. Remember that last year or last 2 years, when we started talking about, when they started fighting the sit at home, I told them we need the sit at home to prepare our people for what is to come. Today, that thing that we're preparing our people has come, and they are not feeling it because we prepared them mentally, physically, and otherwise. While other people who have never sat at home for one day are crying, Biafra are celebrating. That is the mental toughness we have made our people to understand, that freedom is more important than anything. Today, our people are making sacrifice because they know the future is bright. No matter how the thing pains them, they will swallow it. They will look at the future. And that bright future is what we are looking at. Everybody is putting their eyes on the rising sun because the sun is rising. So my people in the United States, I am looking forward to see as many of you as possible in Finland this year, so that you will have the opportunity to write your name in the history book of the Biafra Declaration of the Restoration of Independence of Biafra. We want to do it like the America where you are residing did it. In 1776, only 50-something people rounded up, wrote the Declaration of America Independence and signed it. Their signature is still there to today. Go to the Google and Google it. I want you in the United States to be part of this particular history that we're going to make in Finland. And I want to tell you, why are you declaring the restoration of independence state of Biafra in another man's country? That is why we are government in exile. And that is the only strategy that can work for us. You cannot go to Nigeria, they will going to kill you there. And we are not afraid of death. But what we want to do is to make sure we are alive to fight to the end and rescue our people. It is not because anybody is afraid of death, but because we don't want to lose the life of those who knows how to do it. We will preserve that life and allow them to do this thing and do this mathematics until the end, where we are going to have the answer and solution. So we are not going to jeopardize the life of anybody who has something to do from the beginning to the end. That is the reason why we are not going to go to Nigeria to prove anybody that we are strong and mystery. No, let them have their, their Nigeria. We are going to declare it here. And I want everybody to understand that when I started the Biafra struggle, I told Biafrans, we are going to bring Biafra from diaspora. Nobody know what I was talking about. Many people may understand, because you may never know what I was talking about because you don't have the template we were using. But bringing Biafra from diaspora means that the declaration is happening in diaspora, and that's what is happening today. The structure has been laid. The foundation is very strong. We are scattered all over the world under government. My people of Biafra in the United States, this government is our government. We must make sure that we support this government to restore the independence of Biafra. Nothing is like freedom. And Simon Ekpa will stand any day, anywhere, anytime I am called upon to defend my actions and the action of the government. Thank you.
All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as it is hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to all your notification buttons so that whenever our news enter, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Our people started with saying that the cup with which you measure for another is the same cup they will use in measuring for you. And so life they any cup where they use to measure for somebody else, and at the same cup where you go they use to measure for you. Look at what they happen for Nigeria today, where hunger don't become one of the things where we say it happen for the obodo. Hunger don't they excess for everybody, and too many people think say na Igbo people na then go suffer because of how they have been babueling the Igbo, putting in the Igbo by the side for a long time now. Even in the Nigeria political structure and the political sphere, Igbo man has not been very active, even though Igbo owns most of the mega businesses that are being run in this nation. But when it comes to politics, Nigerians and other tribes still see Igbo as insignificant when it comes to Nigeria politics. Somebody might wake up and start arguing with me and ask me, in this Tinubu administration, is Ogala not the chief of defense or the chief of naval and the rest of them? You can also argue and talk about other Igbo people who have been elected in the higher political cadre. But the issue is, if you look at these people who have been elected in the higher political cadre in Nigeria and compare their position, compare the means through which they were being appointed, because most of the positions that some of Igbo people are holding is more of appointment. Even when it comes to governorship, you find out that most of Igbo fought tooth and nail to be able to be in that governorship office. There is this one state in Southeast where the fourth person finally became the governor of the state after the state has jubilated about the first runner up, and the state jubilated. Everybody was happy. All of a sudden, it was as if when you win a child from sucking breast, you took a child away from sucking breast with force, something like that. If something like that happened to you, that's what happened to that governor in one state in the southeastern part of Nigeria, where we say, also as Biafra land. And if you look at this, even governors, you find out that these political cabals have stretched forth their arms even to the state, whereby they put the people who they want in order to be able to control that particular state. Even though that in this 2023 just concluded election last year, that Labour Party broke the camel back, they took the bull by the horn. Labour Party took the bull by the horn. They made sure that they conquered some of the states, even though that in Lagos State they suffered a big setback. But in Abia State, they broke through, and you look at what is happening in Abia State today, where Alex Oti, the present governor of Anambra State, has set up a big megawatts power supply for Abia State. And as you can see, Ndi Abia now are now living like Londonians. And another information wey be say e be say Oti Alex don dey propose to build railways, electric railways in Abia State, since he has already installed steady electricity. And I would say that that is a big move. Another thing I want to talk about is you know, some of these states that when somebody bring in an idea, you find out that the other person comes in and wants to, you know, wipe away whatever idea his predecessor had, and want to make sure that what exists in the state is what he has invented. I would say kudos to Lagos State for not, you know, taking that path or that particular direction. You find that Yoruba people, especially in Lagos State, wants to develop their state, even though that about 70% of the development that has occurred in Lagos State comes from Ndi Igbo due to their business expertise and technical know-how when it comes to business. The government has so much helped. But looking at what has been happening in the southeastern part of Nigeria, because what I'm looking at today is that Onyene Ndi Igbo, who is actually doing Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo, are they doing themselves, or that somebody else is doing them? That's what I actually want you to realize. Are they doing themselves, or that somebody else is actually doing Ndi Igbo? But looking at it, you find out that somebody else is doing Ndi Igbo, and Ndi Igbo are doing themselves indirectly, whereby somebody will leave his brothers and go and connive with other tribes due to maybe that person is the president, and somehow through the back door they give you the governor of a state after you must have paid so much money. And after you pay this money, when you get into office, because of godfatherism, you would want to make sure that you recover all the money that you have paid in order to get there. And you find out that in this case, such states does not prosper. I don't need to be mentioning states to you, but our people say that and I believe that you know what I'm talking about. And if I'm mentioning some states indirectly, you already know that state. There is another state now in the southeast where their governor is a professor, and everybody was expecting this professor to do what Oti is actually doing in Abia State now, because in that particular state where the governor is a professor, even the former CBN governor too, before he became the governor of that state, and everybody thought that due to this person's technical know-how in managing the affairs of the state, that he would be able, in managing the affairs of the central bank, he would be able to manage the state. But lo and behold, it looks as the light that was given into the hand of that particular man is turning to an ember. And Oti is carrying the flag of the southeastern part of Nigeria. And let me tell you, if Abia State is developed like this, I'm telling you that it will be hard for people like Fulani herdsmen, people like Boko Haram to invade that particular area, because darkness does not go to light, because whenever darkness appears before the light, the darkness is exposed, and that becomes the end. As it be, Nigerian government don't slam Binance over $10 billion fine on Binance. Nigerian government slams $10 billion fine on Binance. Nigerian government don't talk say Binance go pay them $10 billion. According to Nigerian government, Binance has done transactions worth $26 billion in Nigeria, and Nigerian government wants Binance to pay them $10 billion for operating in Nigeria illegally. There are some things they believe that Binance should have acquired before setting out for operation in Nigeria, and the government has billed them $10 billion. And I believe that Nigeria is one of the highest country in crypto trading. This is what the youths are into. Let Binance pay the money and still come back online. Plenty people need them. As it be, make I update you on cement prices today. As today be, new cement prices don't come down. Remember, say, as people will be say that they do cement, they increase the price. The president of Nigeria, Tinubu, called meeting between Dangote, Boa, Ego, and the rest of them. And according to him, he said that if they continue with the hike of the price, that he is going to open the border for other importers to be able to import cement. And I said that the president wouldn't have told these people. He could have gone ahead and opened the border so that there will be a competition in the market and the prices of things will slice by itself. And the problem of Nigeria started since the administration of Muhammadu Buhari. I think if these people actually want to find out what is actually happening to Nigeria, they should go back to the drawing board and remember that since Muhammadu Buhari banned importation of a lot of things, that was when Nigeria plunged into hunger. I'm not against Nigerians producing their own goods, their own rice, their own grains, and the rest of them. But as it is, the capability is not there. The machines to produce these things are not there, to refine these things are not there. Even though that the government will be able to purchase it, sometimes the government purchase these things and put it also in the hand of the individual. You see the individual mismanage it. Sometimes the government signs money for this thing. You see the people who are supposed to provide these machines, you see them squander the money. So the issue of Nigeria is what, when you look at, you will not even know where to start. In the light of recent developments surrounding cement prices in Nigeria, it's crucial to have a comprehensive understanding of the current market rates offered by major cement producers. Despite agreement between the federal government and manufacturers, discrepancies in prices have emerged, prompting a closer examination of the pricing landscape across the industries. Initial agreement between prominent cement producers like Boa, Dangote, Lafarge, Ibeto, and others alongside the federal government aimed to establish a pricing framework. The agreement stipulated that a 50 kg bag of cement should be priced within the range of 7,000 to 8,000. Despite the outline agreement, reports have surfaced indicating that many retailers are not adhering to the agreeing upon price range. Instances of cement being sold at significantly higher rates, such as 10,000 to 11,000 per bag in certain areas like Idimu, Lagos, raises concern about the enforcement and implementation of the agreed pricing structure. A closer look at current market prices reveals significant disparities from the agreed upon rate. Here's breakdown of the prevailing prices offered by key cement producers. Dangote Cement PLC prices ranges between 11,000 and 12,500 per bag. Lafarge Africa PLC cement is available within the price bracket of 12,000 to 14,000 per bag. Boa Cement retails prices vary from 10,000 to 11,000 per bag. Unison Cement prices fluctuate between 12,000 and 14,000 per bag. Ibeto retail prices range from 10,000 to 11,000 per bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have major 5 cement producers in Nigeria. I think it's high time the government opens door for more producers and more importance in order to be able to clash the price and allow the citizens to be able to flourish. Now, as it is as of today, dollar is almost 2,000 naira. Dollar has climbed to 2,000 naira, but we are hearing some revelations that it will soon come down. Asari Dokubo. They watch the information. They say, in response to the level of hardship Nigerians are facing, Alhaji Asari Dokubo, chieftain of the Kalabari Kingdom, has reacted to the matter. He stated that $1 is almost 2,000 naira, but he has received some revelations that it will soon go down and things will soon go back to normal. He further stated that foreign currencies are going down compared to what they were last week, which is an indicator that President Bola Tinubu listens to people's advice and is working to ensure that Nigeria gets better. When it comes to the case of Mazi Asare Dokubo, the chief of the Kalabari Kingdom, I would say that Asare Dokubo is a combination of what I will call